time to talk about The Call, Korean, Netflix movie. It's probably not made by Netflix, but it's on Netflix, and they put their little branding on it, so it's theirs. You know what I mean? Kind of like Squid Game, you know?
Yep.
From the Squid Game?
Shut the fuck up. We don't do that. We don't do that referential TikTok shit here. We are big adult children. So it's a horror movie. So that's already going to tell. It is. It absolutely is. That's going to set the tone for who likes this and who doesn't, probably. My 1 cent review to open this up is y'all were doing really, really good until that last third. And then it was just okay.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Yeah. I second that statement.
Cheating ass bitch.
Yeah, I am.
For me, this felt like a thriller instead of horror.
It's not a review. That's just what genre it should be.
Well, that's my review of it.
I mean, that is reviewing it, though.
Fair. This was so fucking sick to me for the first, hour.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
I was in love
with
it. I was like,
really?
This is great. This is perfect to me. You're doing something. The way they set up everything, you can see where it's going. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be good. But I didn't like how they close it out. So, the part where she starts getting the phone and everything like that, and they get the call twice about the burning, I don't know how to connect that to everything that happened yet.
Nor do I.
Because she got the call about her burning alive, but then it rewound back further than that. So what I initially thought was that girl was a ghost the entire time.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the mother mentioned, or not the mother, but there was an article or something that said that what she was doing to the daughter was what they do to kill ghosts, was what she burned them alive. Which I wrote down very early on in the movie. So I was like, one of them is crazy. Either the mom's crazy or the daughter's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very fucking poverty level prediction. And it was me trying to figure that out as well as me watching it unfold that I liked so much about this movie.
Makes sense.
The main character tried to do something pure of heart, which is like, hey, my dad's going to die. Can you save them? Kind of thing. And then she does it. And then I knew from then on, I was like, oh, you owe her now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, you owe her. And when she started not hanging out with her, I was like, oh, no. It's going to go bad.
Yep.
Going to go real, real bad. Real, real fast.
And it
did. I kind of knew what I thought was going to happened later, actually. I would think she was like, oh, okay. I brought your dad back. I'll take him right fucking back.
That's what I thought, too.
I thought she was going to do it right away and just go kill his ass, but that did not happen. Instead, she goes and does a little baby murder spree. Her mom goes after she tells her how to, save herself. Hey, she's going to try to kill you tonight. And I was like, okay. That's a noble thing to do. I think I would do that, right? If you knew someone's going to die, you would try to help them. Hey, man, watch out. Someone's going to try to kill you.
Run away, do something.
But you also got to think that there's a reason the mom did that.
Yeah.
Well, at first I just figured the mom was terrible.
See,
because she mentioned it wasn't her mom.
Right. Well, it wasn't her real mom.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't her real mom.
Yeah. But I don't know. I had trouble differentiating which one was the crazy one because I thought they were both fucking crazy, which is kind of true. I mean, yeah. So that was my problem. But I think one was a little more crazy than the other one.
But you can argue, that's what I like about this movie. You can argue that the mother, or the mother figure being crazy is what made her crazy.
Right. But she was already in a psych facility before that. So she was obviously already having some issues, and the mom probably made it worse. But she was already crazy, if you will.
Yeah, because she had BPD and something else, something disorder. I forgot the other one.
Right.
Did you read the other one, Tristan?
I did not.
Fuck.
The mom beating her obviously did not help, and, calling her crazy and all that shit. She was obviously placed in a very bad place to where her things got worse and she became more crazy. But at the same time, obviously the mom was crazy as well. So I kind of went back and forth on which side I was on.
Yeah, see, I thought they could have done a really good message with this. Not a good message, but a cool fucking message. or like plot movement if they changed the ending that we got. But I'll explain that when we get later into the thing, which will be pretty soon. But that part was interesting. But when she fucked up her mom, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I knew the bitch was nuts when she came out the corner. She closed that door closed, and she was looking at her like the girl from the Ring.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, you fucked up. You're done. I don't know what kind of superpower she's got, but she about to fuck you up 1v1. And the power she had was fire extinguisher.
That was
God.
She really likes that fire
so
extinguisher.
confusing. Like,
yeah, she does.
This could just be because I'm stupid, but I don't understand why the fire extinguisher did all that.
Well, I think they're leaning into her being some sort of supernatural being.
The mom?
No, the daughter.
Or the daughter. Okay, I was like...
Because she was continuously huffing that fire extinguisher while other people couldn't.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Or it's either that or that she was using it as cover to fuck them up. Like,
or she was a ghost the whole time.
I really think she was a ghost, to be fair with you. I really, really do.
That would be 28, crazy.
Doesn't leave the house. They burned her alive, which they said they do to ghosts and spirits. She was twisted. It screamed ghost to me.
Or she's a witch.
That was the mom, though. She said she was a shaman.
Shaman, yeah. Well, a shaman's slightly different than a witch, but like similar vein, I guess.
A witch checks out, though. You know, like you gotta burn them. You know, like I don't know.
I would give you that, but she never did any like mystical shit herself.
No,
she never whipped up no potions or nothing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that was cool. And then we get into like the mental torture part, which this was dope.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, all right, you want to play with me, bitch? You want to play with me? Watch this. Killed your motherfucking daddy, and I got you kidnapped. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, dude, right.
I'm like, geez, this bitch is great, bro. She knows what she's doing. She really was beating the fuck out of everyone. She's like, all right, boom, fire extinguisher to the face. Got you tied up in my basement. Your dad dead. Like, what are you going to do about it? You going to tell me how to deduct these cops? I was like, hell yeah, fuck the pigs.
Oh my god.
Dude, they were so useless. Don't even get me started about the one cop, bro.
Obviously.
But, Jesus. I thought she was going to kill those puppies in that scene where she had her locked up in the greenhouse.
I'm very glad she did not.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of shit. Animal cruelty in movies and TV and anime, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
But there's some I've watched. There was one I watched that scarred me to this day, but I won't talk about it.
I think you have talked about it.
I've mentioned it on pod, but it fucked me up till this day. Till this day. I think it was from Elfin Lead, but I don't remember. It was dope how she was doing like over the phone, over time, fucking with her. And when she dumped the hot oil on her,
oh my gosh, dude.
That was tight.
That was
what's stupid though is that future her screamed way more than child her. Child her didn't say shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Took that like a G. Just ate that hot grease or boiling water. What do you say now?
I said nom. Ate those.
Yeah, she did eat them, but then she was like, oh, like bro, like that shit happened like a long time ago. You're fine. Like chill out, chill, bro, chill. And that leads into our final act, which is where the issues for me arise. Yeah, I thought it would have been cooler if they were like, if she started to change in the present. Because the girl would take her and raise her like the shaman raised her and turn her into a little her and a murderer.
Damn, that would have been crazy.
And then
that
you
would have been much better.
That it's the message or the theme would be, you created the monster, and so now I'm creating another monster. You see what I'm saying?
That would have been cool. I like that.
That's where I thought they were going. I was like, this would be sick. Instead, they went somewhere that's a little bit more cliche and goofy, because the police shows up with the mom. She makes a report. They bust in the door. I don't know how you get a call on the phone saying, get out the house, she's about to kill you motherfuckers. And you're just like, bro, what does that mean?
Huh?
Even if I'm being cautious, I'd be like, hey, yo, we gotta step out real quick. Like, let's go to the door.
Yeah, for real.
Like, just in case. And then the dude, he was doing good because he was writing down all these notes.
He was trying.
He did try, and he did not succeed.
No.
He got shanked in the back.
Yeah.
Blow, slash. By the way, the kills in this were kind of dope.
Yeah, they were cool.
She was fucking people up.
Yeah.
She stabbed the shit out of him, and then she started fucking up the mom. And I was like, oh, cool. This is how we get to the... This is in my brain, like, this is how we get to my idea, where she's going to raise the girl to a murderer when she's older. We didn't get that. You know what I mean? Instead, we get her in the future trying to kill the girl, as well as in the past trying to kill the mom and the girl. And then the mom's dumbass, she fell for the stupid trap that the murderer set, which was like, leave the daughter there going, Mom, Mom, Mom.
Dude.
And then she went out the door, so I'm a creep on him.
That's the... yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I get it. Like, as a parent, I'm sure most would do that. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, like, where do you think she went?
That's what I'm saying. I would have opened it, saw the kid there. I would have stepped around the door and be like, okay, what's up? What's up? And then, like, see if she was there. And she was there, then we would start fighting and brawling. You know what I mean?
Right. Or been like, yo, kid, get in the bathroom with me.
Yeah, something like that. Or jump out the fucking window. Like, you could have flanked her. Drop out the window, come through the front door, fuck her up. You know what I mean? That's what I would have did. Real Call of Duty style.
Call of Duty style.
And I thought she was dead like 3 times. The mom was dead like 3 times over. Like, she got fucked up so bad.
She probably should have been.
Probably should have been. I agree.
Got stabbed to shit, grabbed the daughter, and she's like, I'm going to troll you now, da-da-da-da. And the mom comes back out the bathroom, like, spears her off the ledge. I was like, okay, she's dead. Like, I thought this could have been a good message, too. Both of them die on that fall, right? The message is...
That's what I thought.
Don't fuck with fate, right? Don't fuck with fate. Like, because you tried to revive your dad, now you lost your mom, too. Don't fuck... And you're scarred from what happened. Don't fuck with fate. Wrong. Mom survives.
Yeah.
I'm like... Instantly, to me at least, I don't know if you guys took it like this, I'm like, if she can survive that, the other one can too.
Yeah, I didn't took it like that for one.
Part of the reason.
And for two...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go. Okay. Well, I took it as, well, one, I thought that she could take it. And two, I was like, well, if the mom survived, then what's the fucking point of this? There's only like 10 minutes left.
See, I thought that the chick fell on her knife, and that's what would have got her.
Well, they would have showed it. Like, the way this movie was going, they would have showed that shit.
That's kind of what that's the other thing, is I was like, okay, well, we didn't see nothing, so what's the deal here? Well, they told us what the deal was.
Yeah, that was kind of a whack-ass ending, to be honest with you, but it was alright. It was cool just for horror factor, but it was kind of whack and, like, really, dude? Like, that kind of factor. But, yeah, they fall off, and then we get the fake-out ending, which is them walking out, you know, surviving. She thinks her mom died, goes to the grave, which I was like, bitch, it's one plot. Like, you know, it was so dumb. Like, I get it because the plot was just the day that they would both have died if they died in that situation. But they were talking about earlier in the movie, should I be buried beside him or with him? So I don't know. Like, to me, I thought there should have been 2 graves either way. And then the mom comes up and she's like, hey, what are you freaking out for? And this kind of like repaired their relationship because in the present timeline, they said like, oh, you hate your mom, da-da-da-da. And they were beefing. And she said you didn't deserve to get buried next to him, all that shit. So I was like, okay, this fixed relationship. This was mother power, like the things mother will do to save her child and show that her mom really did care about her this whole time. Until it didn't, because it kept going, and then the credits started doing that flashing thing. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
When they did the shot of them walking down
the hill or whatever,
the graveyard, I was like, either she's behind them right now, which would have been hard. Like, what I would have wanted
that would have been dope.
To be honest, was have her like, don't even go on like focus on it. Just have like her pop up, but like have it be really far in the distance. Because, you know, like it was a big camera shot. So have her just pop up, and like you have to look as a fan, like as a viewer, and be like, oh my gosh, she's right there looking at them. Like that's what I wanted.
Cool.
And that would have been like super scary, like good horror. But they didn't do that. Sadly, they did that. Cut back. It's her future self talking to her past self on the phone, saying, "No matter what happens, keep the phone on you." Right? Which I was like, doesn't make any sense. Like if no one checked the body. They got out of there, dude. And they were just like, okay, well, fuck it, see you later. No one called the cops? Well, someone got the body because they got the husband. So how'd the girl get out of there? If I'm the daughter and the mom and they tell me, oh, what body? There was no girl there. I would have been like, oh, fuck.
Right, exactly.
We got to go kill her.
Yeah.
We got to go find her now. So, like, that just, it doesn't make sense that way wise. It was a cool little bit at the end of like, hey, ooga booga, everything's end happy. Because then her mom, disappears with her and she doesn't react to it for some reason. And then it cuts and she has her chained up on the chair again.
Yeah, I thought for sure she would like look over at her mom and start freaking out that she was gone. But she just kind of kept walking. I was like, who do you think you're talking to?
That would have been cool if they had her fade out too.
Yeah. I thought that's what also was going to happen after that.
But I really wish they did do what I said, which was like have it to where she becomes a killer in the future as well. Because then that would have been like, one, it could have been like, okay, look, mental disorders aren't bad. But because the mom thought that she was a bad kid because of her mental disorder, she created a murderer,
Mm-hmm.
And then the murderer created a murderer. I thought that would have been cool. But I feel like that's like a more Western idea than like an Eastern one. So
that's fair.
I can see why they don't go with that concept. Because like I feel like mental health is very much... I feel like the prevalence of mental health in current society is coming from the West. Because a lot of, Japan and China, they be jumping off buildings and shit because of work. So yeah. I'm not sure they really care about mental health as much yet. At least not the older gen who would be making movies like this.
Right.
But I think the movie was really good. The acting was... Did you guys watch this in English or Korean?
Korean.
I watched it in English.
I watched it in Korean.
I tried doing the English for a couple minutes, and then it wasn't doing it.
It was a movie, so like I was like, fuck it. Like I can stand it for an hour or two.
Fair.
You said it wasn't bad though, Eli, to you?
I didn't think it was bad to me, no. It was a lot better than like what did I watch? Squid Game in English?
Yeah, that was bad, but
that one was bad.
Squid Game was bad in English. I don't know how people like Squid Game in English. Like that shit was awful. Except for the fucking the doll. Oh, la. That shit was tough. Yeah, man, I really like this. I think you guys will not like this as much as I did. To me, this movie had a lot of good going for it. The acting was fantastic. The sound design, the writing was great. I think they missed the beat with the ending in the last third. They tried to make it like a Jason movie, which was more like a... I don't know, it was more like a Paranormal Activity or something like the Insidious than it was a slasher. They tried to make it into like a classic slasher. So it just didn't work out. But I thought it was still excellent. I will give this a strong 7.5.
Okay. I thought it was going to be higher for me, to be honest. I have one question, actually, maybe you can answer before I give it a rating. I already have my rating in mind, but one thing I wanted to mention, because I liked it as well. I thought it was good, but it was missing a few things for me, like as far as those plot points you were talking about. I didn't really make predictions or think about where it was going to go. I was just kind of interested in the story, but the story didn't really do it for me a lot of the time. One thing I was confused about, I guess, and maybe you have an answer, is like at the beginning when she loses her phone at the airport or whatever it was, and they like, picked up and they're like, oh yeah, well, I need X amount of money. Like you have this amount of time to call me back. They never came back to that, did they?
No.
I really thought they were going to.
Yeah.
Like at the very end, at some point maybe, like I really thought like that was going to be a significant point, and it obviously wasn't. So I was kind of confused why that was even a point of contention, I guess.
No, I totally get you on that one.
I think it was just set up, to be honest, for why she was using a landline in 2020.
I guess, yeah. I guess that makes sense, but
there was two things that happened they didn't expound upon. Like I said, which was the fire, and then the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just to freak her out. Because I mean, it didn't. The fire kind of came back because she went to the girl that she was asking for on the phone.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Soo-yeon or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna start giving ratings, but yeah, no, I did like this, and I was very interested in this, so it's definitely above average, and I'll give it a 7 because I did like it. So.
Okay. I was not as invested in this. I kind of like what I thought the plot as a whole was pretty cool. I like how they did stuff and what they were doing with it. I didn't feel like it executed as well for me. Like it didn't keep me interested the whole time. Like I said earlier, it felt like more of just a thriller instead of real sort of horror, and that kind of threw me off a bit too. I thought what they did was just fine, but for me, it's like a 5.5.
That's strong. I thought you were gonna hit it with a 4.
No, I was gonna say like a 5, and then I was like, nah, there was a good amount of good stuff. So 5.5, because it was mostly kind of mediocre for me. It just didn't get a lot done, and it wasn't because like I have an issue with horror movies. This one did not do it for me.
All I'm gonna say is foreign horror has been ratioing American horror for a long time at this point.
That is pretty true.
At least the ones I watch. I know there's some good underground shit, but I haven't really heard about the underground shit, like American shit. So, if anyone's got a recommendation for horror films who's watching this, I'm down for a lot. There's a couple that I want to watch on my own, like Honeymoon. But a lot of the shit I see is mainstream because it's just out there. Like, I watched Escape Room recently. It's actually pretty solid. Like, oh, have you guys seen Smile?
Nope.
I haven't.
Well, I know you guys don't like horror, but Smile was a surprisingly good horror movie. Like, that shit looks stupid because of the, this goofy ass smile and the trailers and the marketing they were doing, but that shit was nothing like the marketing or the trailers. They made it look like a silly horror movie. That shit was a psychological horror movie.
Oh shit! Okay,
it was dope, and it had A-Train in it. So get all aboard the A-Train, baby. So that's all for today. We had a great time, I think. Right, everyone?
Oh, I was living it up, dude.
Yes, long takes today. But we want to remind you guys we have social media. We have a Twitter at BINGBOIS. For however long Twitter lasts, we're not getting the check mark. You're not getting our $8. If someone wants to pay for our check mark, that would be cool. But then we would tell you to spend it on something else, like a fucking hot dog or something. Like, it's not worth it, bro. It's fucking Twitter's stupid and sucks ass nowadays. I didn't have the app anymore. Been off Twitter for like 8 months. Instagram, though, still going strong, even though it's owned by Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at DABINGBOIS. We do stuff on there, I guess. We have a TikTok where we don't post anything because March is over. Get over it. It's about to be May. That is also at DABINGBOIS. That's D instead of V because we are dumbasses. Change the Y to an I in boys. So yeah, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We want to remind you, with you today, my name was Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
And I want you to remember, if a Mandalorian starts calling you, don't answer unless you're a demon slayer.